Okay, we are going live. Welcome to season 4, episode 7. It looks like everything is catching up. Go team. All right, so got our minions. We are going to. What am I gonna do? Oh, um, I'm gonna leave my minions here real quick. You can all do not follow. Do not follow. Do not follow. Do not follow. And do not follow. We'll drop off the salt. We will throw, I'm in for now. We can throw the copper in here. I need to see what it takes to make this. Hardwood, copper, fine hide, twine. It's only a little bit of twine, so we're good. Fine hide, hardwood. And then copper. Will we have enough? No earthly idea. Guessing no. Yep, need more hardwood. Well then. Let's go get hardwood. If that's going to be a thing, I mean, better go hit trees until we get hardwood. Yeah, I really should ride and get a fair amount. But I want to get that made and set somebody on it and start it before I go do that, just so I can kind of show you folks what it is. Because even setting up a terrible one is like, hey, look at the thing. And then you can see it, and then we can go do other stuff. Because that works without you doing it. And it can be moved later, you know? Not like I make it and go, oh no, we screwed up forever. That was a travesty and it's the end of the world. No, it's not a permanent like end of the world thing. And resources for us are hard enough to get that it would be useful, right? It would be a thing that you're like, you know what? That's not awful. So I'm okay with kind of whatever form it takes. So just as an example, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up like right outside the front damn door, just to kind of show you. So I suppose I actually don't need the dowsing rod, but I will at some point. So when I have it done, made, ready, that kind of thing, and then I could bring it with me just if I'm ever out on a whim and I'm like, hey, I wonder what's here. Well, I could find stuff. Because you want to be able to find the good stuff, you know. You're out wandering around. You're like, I wonder what's here. I wonder if there's anything good. Let's look. Let the dowsing rod get you a little closer, a little better position. Why not? So that's the plan. At least my plan. Um, oh, I don't know if the mine itself needs hardwood. Let's find out. We'll make the dowsing rod and then we'll see if we can make the hut. All right, there's all that. What does the hut itself take? Sand, copper ingot, wooden plank. Drat, foiled again. Okay, because it needs a wooden plank, we're gonna need a carpenter's bench. And yeah, we're nowhere near it. Great. Okay, we are gonna just need a ton of stuff. Well, when you get to the point that you're like, hey, I want to do it, the process is generally this. You pull out the dowsing rod, it glows, you follow it till you get to where you're like, yep, this is where I want to be. Then you pull out your prospecting shovel. You go, hey, I wonder what's here. And it says, well, there's a common amount of copper ore, and there's a barren amount of salt. So there's terrible salt, but there's an okay copper. And then you're like, you know what? That's good. I like whatever, numbers it's telling you. And if you do, you're like, sweet, let's make a mine. And ta-da! There's a mine. And it has a 0.36 level, which is common copper, and 0.27, which is barren salt. And then you put the mining hut on it. There you go. And I did it just there as, again, kind of an example. I have a lot of kind of prerequisites to knock out before we use that thing, but that's how it would go. So we'll toss all this in here. We need stuff. I'm gonna go hit plants. And I'm gonna clear this bank, and then I'm gonna hit clay. But I'm gonna clear the bank first. So, yeah, I'm just kind of at the point where there's some things I want to do, but I have resource shortages, like massive resource shortages. Now, a mining hut will help. That'll be kind of an automatic resource gain, so that's nice. Another thing that would help would be getting some collection nodes taken over. But that has a couple of, I feel, untenable prerequisites, at least at this point. Because I would need guild level 4, which I'm trying to avoid leveling my guild to keep costs down. It would need me to take out the NPCs that are already in the collection points, and I'm not there yet. That would need me to finish taming guys and do the other things that I'm slowly working towards. So for now, I think my best course of action is farm some resources, work on building up my stocks, make the mining hut, tame a minion to place on the mining hut, put the food in it, let that start going. Because that'll go independent of me doing other things. I'll just be in the background, working, making me stuff, right? I'll just be getting ore. Now, I'm going to set it up for copper ore, but it will also get small bits of other things. Like you'll see, oh, look, you got like 1 sand or 1 rubble or 1 stone or what have you. So it doesn't just fill with the thing you want, but it'll predominantly fill. And it's not super fast. Like overnight, it's useful. So it's definitely get it done when you unlock it, and I just unlocked it. And then let it make you income. You do have to feed it, so pay attention to that. But you saw we just did a boar slaughter trip, which you can kind of do on an infinite loop, especially the one we did. I need to do farming. Need to start that. We're not really there yet, but need to. But that's why one of the reasons I'm doing this and Furman Seeds. I would like to do rabbit pen. That's another resource thing to kind of start my income, if you will, that just lets stuff roll in. And I want income for just standing around. But that one's going to require ingots to set up because I have to make the traps. And traps take a lot of hardwood, twine, and ingots as well. But I'm not really there because that also needs linen. So basically, again, everything comes down to I need a bunch of resources. And I need a bunch of resources to make the resource generating buildings. Like, wow. So a lot of them are a heavy initial investment. That's one of those things. Like, how much are you willing to invest to make your later stuff easier? And for me, a lot. Because, well, I've done the math and it makes sense. I'm absolutely willing to front load a lot of hard work to make it suck less later. And a lot of people don't see it. They're like, no, I don't want to do that. I'd rather, they're the frog and the grasshopper. Or the grasshopper and the toad. I don't remember. It's an old fable. It's from Aesop. I don't know if people still read Aesop's fables, but it was about hard work and don't, put off till tomorrow what you can do today, that kind of thing. And the grasshopper and the ant, maybe? Man, I don't remember. It's, again, brain damage and it's been a long time. But regardless, I am willing to, do the grind now. Also, I find the grind peaceful. So for me, it doesn't feel that bad. So we're going to grind for a while. Has to get done. Also need to make campfires so that I can set my guys on them, get them out of the way, be able to shift guys so that I can keep my combat guys and just be like, okay, combat guys sit here. Minions that are laborers, go labor. Or so I can go grab laborers, right? Because maybe I need to grab 2 vagrants real quick and put them on stations to craft. Well, I have 5 guys right now. I can't grab any more because I have the max number of guys following me. But if I toss them on stations, I could go grab more. So I need campfires so I can real quickly throw combat guys on. That kind of thing. Because campfires are what I use. They're a very cheap thing to just knock out a bunch of and be like, all right, minions, go sit there. Also, if you walk in a line and go place, walk, like you can get them pretty close to each other. So in a very small, dense area, you can get all your guys out of your way. And then you can walk around the other side and go hop off, and grab them all. So it's very efficient for getting guys out of your hair and to do the things you want. Let's go grab this clay because we know we need a bunch of, or we're going to need a bunch of clay and sand. And then we'll gather along those reeds and uncover all that clay, and then we'll gather that. It's just easier for me to see the nodes, make sure I didn't miss any if I've gathered all the reeds first. And then we'll go deposit all this. A bunch of the grass will actually go deposit in our land claim. For some reason, what that thing's actually called never converts in my mind. So I call it a billion different things, pulled from whatever game I played that had something similar. So yeah, I'm gonna misname it a couple thousand times That's just, oh, maybe it's laziness. I don't know. I don't know why that one thing doesn't convert in my brain, but something about it. Because it sometimes feels to me like the brain damage is a crutch. Like, oh, it's your excuse for everything, right? Oh, my brain doesn't work. And I mean, yeah, it doesn't, but still, really? Really? Can't you just try harder? So I don't know, man. Oh, we're already over. Let's just jog up with what we got. We'll come back and gather the rest. All right, throw you in there. See, now we just need sand. We have a tiny amount. Oh, we're close. We only need 4 more. Go inside. You, 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 you. We'll add you. You, you, you. Grinder gets you and you for now. Oh yeah, we're gonna get the low quality flax, so we might be able to make the linen we need. This is a far more effective way than what we were gonna do. So that works. I believe that's the 4 sand we need to do the thing as well. Nice. That's amazing. All right, let's go grab the rest of this clay. And then we'll work our way along the other bank. All right, so we grab some scorpions. That's nice, because now we will have the linen for guys without having to take time to plant and wait for it to grow and all that. So that's also making this worth it, you know. That's just a great use of our time. We're leveling lumbering. We're getting grass that will be eventually used for our rabbits or straw rope. We're getting seeds that will eventually be used for our planting. We're getting grass that will be used for upkeep of our boundary marker. And we are... Christ, there was just a thing. Oh, getting linen so we can make the armor for our minions. So yeah, it's just, oh my god, useful all the way around. So nice. Very good use of time. Killing like just a billion birds with 1 stone. I'm super happy about that. Later when we get a bug net, we'll be able to catch all these butterflies. And sometimes you see them swirling around nothing. That's because there were flowers there, but I've harvested them and they're close enough to the building that they don't respawn, but the butterflies do. So sometimes you'll have butterflies in your building. Kind of I don't know if that's cool or not, but I enjoy it. Because I don't know if it's a bug or an intended feature or whatever. But it amuses me. That's not every flower that has them. I don't know if it's RNG. I don't know if it's just specific ones. I don't know if it can be every one, but it's specific times. I don't know if they're on a rotation. I no idea. I haven't put that much effort into figuring it out. But oh, need food. Red dwarf needs food. I don't know if anybody's played Gauntlet back in the arcade. I used to love that game. Played a lot of it. Of course, I always went for mage. It's always my favorite class. Always enamored by magic. Very often the weakest class in a lot of games, but I didn't care. I didn't care how often it got me killed. I didn't care in D&D if I only got like one spell a day. I don't care. And then I'm resorting to a quarterstaff. It was the fantasy of it, you know. I don't care how powerful I am. It's the fantasy of I'm a mage. That seems just so cool to me. So that is what I always rolled. Because it's, I don't know. It wasn't about winning. It was about doing something cool and playing a game and hanging out with your friends. Plus, D&D is about telling a story. You don't have to win. I once played a campaign, and it was strange, but it was a good time. I purposely played a character with the DM's permission that had a 3 for every ability score. 3. I couldn't speak. I couldn't carry hardly anything. I was just, I was this terrible cripple. It was horrible. But that wound up being one of the most fun campaigns we've ever done. And I killed a dragon. It was one of those couldn't have done it again if I tried scenarios. My character accidentally fired a rod of prismatic wall, and because my character rolled a 20, and then the dragon rolled a 1 to dodge, and then the dragon failed to save against the death, because like the 7th instance of it is just like instant death, and the dragon died, and his hit points were irrelevant. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. This character killed a dragon? And so, yeah, and it was silly. It never should have happened. It was ridiculous. But it became one of the most memorable things in any of our campaigns. And we played together for years. And it was just great. And it was, again, it was super silly and just ridiculous. But we enjoyed it very much. So, fond memories of that. So yeah, your stats and stuff, they don't matter. You're supposed to be having fun. And your characters should have character, right? They should tell a story. They should be about having a good time. Not, I'm trying to win and I'm the greatest thing ever. Like, why? Why? Because I've played everything from the most overpowered, ridiculous, all the way down to the worst thing ever. You know, so I've done them all, and I I remember the most ridiculous. Like we played Rifts for a long time, and yeah, I've played a Juicer, which is one of the most overpowered characters in that game. But the most fun I had in that game was playing an operator, which is just a straight up normal human. And it's not operator like special forces. It's operator like mechanic. So I was basically a mechanic. And it was a blast. Like I just fixed things. And I had a great time hiding from guys and like I'm like there's two damage types in that game. Regular and MD, which is mega damage, and one MD is 100 regular. So if you're a normal human like I was, and you take one mega, you're just instantly dead. Okay, like it destroys you. And so there are weapons that deal mega damage. So if you get hit by one of these, it's like boom, you're gone. It'd be the equivalent of in real life a human standing in front of a tank. You know, you get shot by a tank round, you're just gone. There's nothing left of you, which is realistic. That's what would happen in real life. Okay, you get hit by a tank, you're just dead. We're not even picking up pieces, right? Like you're just a red mist. And yeah, like avoiding all these super powered, basically gods, and it was fun. You know, like I got attached to that character and my adventures, and it was a good time. I don't remember even what the juicer did. I remember what that operator did, though. Like, I remember those adventures. Yeah, good times. Good times, folks. Sorry, I don't know why I'm thinking about that stuff. Random stuff pops in my heads. I don't know about you guys, but that's just you're just hanging out, you're doing something like I'm grinding this, and it's just like, oh, I'm gonna hop in your brain. You're like, cool, cool, cool. And you start thinking about whatever. A video game I haven't played in God, I think decades at this point, right? I think it's been that long easily. I don't know, but I think so. I don't really see people anymore, and I don't go out. We can take this out and put this all in here for now. Yeah, 'cause it's all stacking on that bottom row. That works. Let's hop on you and get you cooked at least. We can put this up here, and we can go back to eating this and not wasting locusts. Because these can, potentially recruit. So I'd rather not eat them, save them for the thing they could be used for if I need it. I mean, they can be turned into fishing bait too, but those creels are so expensive, I'm just not there. So I'll use them for recruiting the guys to work a well, work a mine, that kind of thing. Because I'm also not at the point of knocking out and recruiting the better guys yet. So for now, we'll do this. Yeah, see, that's a lot of locusts. Look at that. So I've actually had roasted grasshoppers. Roasted, salted. Oh, they're good. They're good. Serve them in Cambodia, the Philippines, Thailand, Vietnam. You buy a lot of bugs in those countries, and they're delicious. Like I prefer them to potato chips. Like they're straight up delicious. Highly recommend them. They are so good, so good. Do I have more? I do. Let's get you made. I want to get that armor made. Like I know I need other stuff, but it's not like we can skip making armor for our guys. Gotta get that done. And then let's get the bark. Let's get the linen made. And I know there's more clay out there to grab. I want to, while I'm here, while I'm thinking of this, I want to get this done so that everybody's in the level 21 stuff. I didn't forget any of my minions. The combat ones anyway. And everybody's on the same page. There we go. Put the bark back in here. I need how many? What, 2 sets? Yeah, 2 more sets. Do I have enough? Looks like it. There we go. And I can make some more straw rope, which is, or sorry, not straw rope, twine, which is amazing. Because, wow, I was low on twine. Well, I tell you. I was going to notice the lack of that in short order. There we go. Not out of things. Let's get the rest of you equipped. Inventory. Now everybody is again looking all uniform. Hell yeah. Look at that. We are cool. We are once again the premier fighting force in these lands. We're so awesome, folks, I tell you. And now we have quite a few sets for, like I said, our guys just kind of hanging out, operating wells, doing that kind of thing. Yeah, that feels really good. All right, so now we will go get the rest of that clay. Like, we cleared it. Why not finish it? Why not? We already did. So, may as well. God, did those already grow back? I wouldn't have thought so. Do. Let's eat some roasted toads. Okay, no, it didn't grow back already. Good. I was like, man, how fast do these weeds grow? All right. which I don't imagine would be too effective. Never been to a clay pit in real life, but I imagine, what, a shovel of some type? I've worked clay, both by hand and with a potter's wheel. And I imagine if you hit it with a hammer, it would just make a mess. So I don't think you could harvest it with a hammer. Shovel, yes. And that seems to me how you would gather it. I know that you have to mix clay with stuff to get the right consistency and level of grit, and then there's different types and grades and all that. And that, God, this is trying to remember a lot of decades ago. Like, I haven't worked clay since the 90s, okay? Like, it was not recent. And then you fire them at different temperatures, and they do different things, and you have to make sure to get all the bubbles out, or it'll explode in the kiln. Yeah. There's a lot to it. There really is. I just, I don't remember a ton of stuff. There's so many things in my life I've forgotten. So many things. Well, that happens, right? Like, everybody forgets stuff. And there's a lot of things I don't do anymore. So of course I forget that. And 25 is still here. Oh yeah, I was gonna grab the reins and the horse food and tame it, right, for a third, but I don't know. Like I can. The whole point of keeping my final horse slot open was in case I found a great one, and a 25 isn't great. I mean, it's probably better than our low-level backup horse, so we could have a new low-level backup horse. And it would level our taming a bit, which is nice. You know, we'd like that. If we level it enough, we get 2 slots for 2 more horses. Right, ups our total to 5 instead of 3, which is desirable. I don't know, though. We're just kind of hitting trees on the way back because we have to drop off all the rest of the clay we mined, any sand we got, the stones, the rubble, that kind of stuff. So why not hit trees? Because we're not full on weight yet. So why not get full on weight? There we go. 199 out of 200. Good enough for government work. Yeah, look at that. Clay, sand, stone, rubble, hardwood, bark, branch. Like that's good. It's a lot of things. Oh, in fact, I could probably make the 5 campfires to keep these guys out of trouble. That's probably a thing I can do. That I want to do. So let's knock that out. Let us knock that out. What do I just need rope, right? Rope and more rubble. See if we have it. Drop off this. We don't need it. Chips can go in here. You can get cooked because right here. It'll take no time. Well, not no time, but very little time. There's probably rubble in here. Yes, there is. Okay, more. We will make 10. 10 should be more than sufficient to keep things out of my hair. And 83 puts us at 100 arrows. So that's the perfect amount. And then I'm guessing we will be out of rope. We will. So then maybe we make more rope. There we go. Follow, follow. Follow, follow. Follow, follow. Follow, follow. Follow, follow. Now we get them all the hell out of the way. One, two, three, four, five. Nice and neat, right? Everything's all organized and clean. Hell yeah. Go toss our stuff in here. Need one of those, but we want you more. But we're nowhere near you without the wooden plank. We can't get a wooden plank without a carpenter's bench. And we need copper ingots for that. First of all, let's see about getting some of these potential workers. I'm going to need at least 2. One to operate the mine and one to operate a well. So let's see if we have any. Yep, you'll do. I'm just not even going to name you. Well, Vagrant is good enough. And then we'll see what your stats are. And one of you will be mine and one of you will be well. Are you? Yep, you'll do too. So now we'll go take you and put you on a station. Do you guys want to join? Just by chance? Nope. How about you? Yep. Let's go put you guys on stations. And then whoever has the best stats, one of you will be my miner and one of you will be my well operator. Vagrant. 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 There we go. Horse, you can kind of get out of the way. Because you are really in the way. There we go. Also, does either of you have any materials on you? No. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You have this, which I should put on me in case I decide, hey, I need to tame a horse. All right. What are your stats? Throwing, planting. Okay, so you have planting, which also is their ability to operate a well. So 128. Potentially combat for you. Oh, no. You are my miner. Look at that. 4, you're going to level up very fast in mining. Okay. You are a miner. Good lord. You. Oh, you're also mining. Nice. Planting 98, but with 1. Oh, armor. Yeah, you're maybe. All right, so you get renamed. Can I rename you from here? Maybe. I don't remember. No. Okay, so tab here, and I need you, mine, confirm, and you, I'm going to rename to well, confirm. There. And then you can just hang out. You're unassigned, right? But now, when I get my mine up, I know, hey, he's my guy who operates the mine. She's my person to operate the well. There we go. That's how we do that. And then, like I said, I have spare sets, so let's get them that. And then this wasn't a waste, right? Give you that, this. Now you look like one of the team, right? That's better. I don't want you looking shabby. I want you looking like, yes, you're one of us. You're a member of the squad. Yeah. Perfect. We'll dump all these outside. Okay, let's eat these roasted toads. Let's put the scorpions down here. We'll go throw all this out. We need, well, we need to farm, obviously, but what are we, oh, copper. Copper is our shortage. I think we're going to take our horse. Drop. Ah, Jesus, no. Drop. Drop. It's the line of garbage behind me. Oh, that entertains me. I don't know why. I think that's hilarious for some reason. Just pooping out trash as I go. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I don't know, folks. That tickled me. Let's get us some copper. And we'll tell, I don't know, the horse to follow us. And we'll 4. Because we're just going to get some quick copper. Getting the stone too. I didn't feel like bringing all the minions. I probably should have. Like, I'd have got more, but I don't know. I don't feel like it. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you don't. It takes a concerted effort. Really, horse? You're bad as the minions. Takes concerted effort to walk around with your minions and have them, you know, do stuff, that kind of thing. And sometimes you not up to it. You're like, man, I just want to take care of me right now. Even the horse feels like a lot. You're like, man, well, you just, like you saw him when it stuck his head in. Because he also is like, ooh, I know you're hitting that copper node. I know that's a big old hammer. I should stick my head between. Yeah, that's where my head goes. That'll be fun. No, no, horse. That's not where your head goes, buddy. But, you know, they're going to do what they're going to do. And then you feel bad because you hit a horse. That's not cool. But, I don't know. There's nothing for it. Oh, pony. Yeah, I know, buddy. Like, I was just following you. It's alright. Oh, 27. What's up? I don't know what 27 gives us. Let's find out. Let's see. Anything cool here? No. Building? Clay roof stuff. Food and medicine. Crude brew. Okay. First alcohol. Delicious food. Oh, okay. The cart. Very useful. Wheelbarrow less so. But the cart, that is useful. Right, that's a big deal. That's kind of worth stopping everything to make, honestly. Massively increase our carrying capacity. Like, hook a cart up to our horse, have him follow us, and just dump stuff in? Hell yes. That's a lot more copper than normal. Oh, I didn't make more soup, did I? Well, spaced that out, obviously. Happens. Happens a lot, but happens. Just gonna meander on around. We need, you know, sand, we need rubble, we need copper, we need stuff. So we're just gonna hit kind of all the rocks. Hell, we need mining skill. Why not, you know? Gypsum doesn't hurt. Make tofu later. Hello, Copper. How are you? Would you like to go into my forge, get smelted down into bars, and then turned into something else? You could be part of the carpenter's table that allows me to make planks, and I appreciate that about you. Stone. And copper. Yay! those bits shattering and flying everywhere else. So ridiculous. On through here. Alright, let's drop weight on the horse. Let's ride the horse. I know there's more. Maybe over here? I don't remember. But there's more copper and stone. Well, there's stone. Drop you. Oh, it has 605. We're good to go. We got plenty more we can do. Ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-boom. Stone node up here. And a little copper. Oh, 2 stone nodes up here and copper. I will take it. Yes, please, and thank you. I don't know if I'll get enough to make a wagon, but I'm gonna try. I think it's like 12 ingots past whatever I needed to make the carpenter's bench, the station itself. Planks on the bright side are just grass and branches. So we're going to have a fair amount of that. Farming to feed rabbits in the future is going to set us up pretty nicely for that. So, silver lining there. Riding a pony. Grab some more copper. Ah, yes. Still early. I'm already thinking about lunch. Not really hungry. Just already thinking about lunch. I don't know. Maybe I'm excited for pizza. Still a tad chilly. Honestly, I could go for ramen. Like, you're not going to eat it in the summer, you know. So I like to get it in and eat it when it's winter, right? And winter is ending, right? We're coming out of it. There's still snow on the ground, of course, but I know it's starting to warm up. And yeah, it's still freezing at night and all that, but it's warmer than freezing during the middle of the day. You know, it's relatively warmer. Still cold as hell, and if you were in a place like Florida, I mean, hell, my summer is probably freezing to you, but for me, it's warming up, you know, based on what I'm used to. So, could eat ramen, just because at some point I'll consider it way too hot to eat ramen. I mean, it does get hot here. Like, it's broke 120 here. Not very often, right? We're too far north for that, but occasionally it can. And then that feels like hell to me. Like, I can deal with most of the cold. I'll complain about it. I like complaining. There's a saying in the military. How do you know that everything's okay? Well, if they're complaining. They start complaining, that's when you worry. But if they're complaining, they're fine. And that's just a common thing. And it seems pretty accurate. And I'm pretty much the same way. If I'm complaining, I'm probably fine. Maybe I just like the sound of my own voice. Who knows? I could have sworn there was more copper around here. Like in this area specifically. I know there's more out here. I guess we'll go get that. Suppose I was wrong, which, happens. When you know your memory's going, you're like, was it really here? Or am I just misremembering? Right? And it's hard to tell if it was a thing and you can't find it, or if it wasn't a thing and you just think it was. And you're never quite sure which is which, because it could go either way. Because maybe this is just a bad memory, or maybe it was never a thing, or maybe you should just look harder, or like there's always so many maybes. You're like, oh, how do I get anything done? So that's kind of how I feel a lot of the time. Very frustrating, I'll tell you that. Very frustrating. All right, let's ride this a little closer. Let's drop off. Couple more peas. What are we up to? A little over half. Not bad. We're up to, well, not a ton of copper, I'll tell you that. Not a ton of copper. Well, we'll get more. And we're getting some stone too, which is like, we're going to need that. There's a fair few things that take stone to craft as stations. There's a bunch of things that take stone as the recipe. And then eventually we need stone as just a building material for building pieces. So kind of as much as we can gather, it'll all get used. I thought there was another. Whoa, let's not aggro that guy. But let's pick the peas in the hopes that we get. I know you're. Don't aggro, don't aggro, don't aggro. Oh, that's so close. Not quite. There we go. I mean, he can obviously see me just fine, but nope! You're invisible. That copper? Oh, that's not our copper. Our copper's over here. You're fine. I don't know, something about it just amuses me, I guess. I point it out very often for, I don't know, some damn reason. I don't know. I do not know. I don't know. I got nothing. Nothing out there. Got no answers. Oh, folks. Riding slowly going up. Mining slowly going up. Oh, I'm sorry, pony. That was accidental. I'll have to go back and get that stone. That's for damn sure. Rode right by a stone node. Can't skip those. Too valuable. Mm-mm-mm. That's that important stuff. Can't be skipping it. Mm-mm. Yeah, 339. Oh, and 233 for my physique. So getting there on that too. In fact, did I get the 225 stuff? I did not. Increase stamina and stamina recovery. Those are important ones. Those are very important ones. Hell yeah. How did I skip those, right? We need that. Oof. Good lord. What's this put us at? 1 whole stone. It's a very silly game, but sure. We are gonna real quick stop the stream because we're over an hour.